Today I'm going to talk about my book, The Golden Gift. And basically in this book, I present what I believe to be a viable, sustainable solution to the world's monetary crises. Now, this solution entails absolutely abolishing the current fraudulent, immoral, Ponzi scheme-laden monetary system that is imposed upon all of us by central bankers today and also by commercial banks, and to reestablish a sound monetary system for the first time in our lifetime. Now, if you don't know what I mean by the fraudulent, unsound monetary system that we use today and what reestablishing a sound monetary system means, don't worry about it, because you can read all about it in The Golden Gift, which is a book I'll be making available to everyone, no matter where you live, for absolutely free. This video is going to be a four-part video in which I address the subject matter of why we think we know what we really do not know. So, given that that's the subject matter, all I ask is that you watch all four parts before you formulate an opinion on whether what I say is right or what I say is wrong. And I'm sure many of you will agree, many of you will disagree, but as long as I can open up the discourse and try to raise some questions in your mind, then I've achieved the objective of this video. So the various subject matters I'm going to address in this video are education, the arts, music, politics, and religion. The benefits of reestablishing a sound monetary system are many-fold. And the reason I say this is I believe that all the world's greatest problems today, whether we're talking about millions of refugees that are forced to flee their countries, the millions of people that are on the verge of starvation today because of massive inflation, whether it's poverty, crime, terrorism, war, that all of these problems will make exponential leaps and bounds in progress once we reinstitute a sound monetary system. So I actually believe that despite all the good intentions of thousands of people today working towards progress and working towards solving these serious problems that we have around the world, that none are really sustainable without first absolutely implementing a sound monetary system. Now, originally I was approached by a publishing house to write this book for them. But after a little bit of consideration, what I decided to do in order to make this information most easily accessible to everyone is just to release this information for free. Furthermore, I pared down the book to about 25% of the original content level, because I didn't want to turn this book into a full novel, because I felt like maybe I'd lose some people if it was too long. So I tried to basically just go over the core necessities of getting the point across, as far as why we have a horrible monetary system today, how that's contributed to the crisis, and basically how a sound monetary system can solve much of the problems that we face today, and actually to ensure that future generations are not responsible for the debt that central bankers are burdening us with today. So it's a solution that I also feel will prevent this problem from repeating itself in the future. Now, before I go any further, I wanted to let you know that if you look down below, right here in the description of this video, you will find the URL and the link to download this book for free. So, just follow that link and it will take you to the page where you can obtain this book for free. Now, one of the major reasons I decided to make my book available for free is because I really feel like that there is a lack of understanding among the majority of people as to why this economic crisis is happening. I believe that a lot of people have been brainwashed by political leaders, prime ministers, presidents, parliaments, congresses, by central banks and commercial banks as to the real root of this problem. So I wanted to be able to try to spread this information to as many people as possible, and basically just to spark a dialogue amongst people in every single country, so they can understand why this problem has gripped the world and how we can basically come up with a solution to solve this problem. If you look throughout history, there's no great progress that has ever come at the hands of banker-sponsored governments. So when you look at great progress, it has always come at the hands of individuals that have sparked great change outside of the whole military-industrial complex and outside of the political complex. For instance, you look at people like Mahatma Gandhi, India would never have been freed from British colonial rule had it not been for the initiative that an individual, Mahatma Gandhi, took. The same thing if you look in America. Never would have made the civil rights progress we had made for people of color if Martin Luther King had not taken the initiative to fight for civil rights, if people like Malcolm X had not taken the initiative to fight for the rights of people of color within America. So certainly, the civil rights liberties that were granted would never have come at the initiative of the government. So that's why I want to spread this knowledge to as many people as I can, because I believe that true progress and true positivity in this world will only come through the hands and actions of individuals. Now, for the rest of this video, I'm going to talk about the process of the dumbing down of society. Now, the reason why this is so important is because you cannot really absorb and understand the concepts I talk about in my book, The Golden Gift, if you don't understand the mechanisms and the very deliberate mechanisms of governments and bankers to dumb down society. Everywhere we look, I think the dumbing down of society has been systemic. It pervades our educational system, it pervades the arts, it pervades politics, it pervades the media, music. So I think it's very, very important to understand this. Even if your mind has been somewhat freed in the past couple of years, if you now realize how fraudulent the financial system is, how rigged every capital market is, from real estate to the stock market to currency markets, and that there's no such thing as a free market today. Just think about something as simple as a monetary system, which is what my book addresses. If you finally realize within the past couple of years that the monetary system is illegitimate and unsound, then if you believed it to be sound for the first 16 years of your life, or the first 40 years of your life, or the first 25 years of your life, or even if you're amongst the older generation, if you believed it for the first 72 years of your life, and now you finally have realized, because of all the scandals and all the leaked information that's come from big Wall Street firms, that this system is just totally fraudulent, then you have to think about, why did I believe something so fraudulent for so many years? Now, that's a very important thing to address. That's what I want to address in the bulk of this video. So hopefully I can help people that are still asleep today to awaken. Too often, we blindly believe whatever an authority figure tells us to believe, without ever critically questioning the validity of their arguments or the soundness of the reasoning and coming to the conclusion that they conclude. So that's exactly what the powers that be want. And that's why they have worked so hard to dumb down society, because they don't want people thinking for themselves. They basically want people just to process the information that they give us and blindly accept it as truth. Now, an example of this, and I've seen this in hundreds of people around the world, is that if a prime minister or president just makes a speech on television, says that the economy is recovering and that we're coming out of the critical financial crisis stage that we experienced in 2008, many people just accept the truth. They don't investigate the fact that none of the economic facts support that statement, so they just blindly accept it.